Gamestop launches its NFT marketplace during the crypto winter. Is it a bad or a good move? Or maybe is it an Ave Maria, the last way for them to stay alive? Let's find out the answer right now. Good morning everyone and welcome on the daily discussion. My name is Quentin, but yeah, you can pronounce it the way it suits you. I'm the creator of Purple Wave, the easiest way to build your own decentralized app in minutes. If you want one, just go on purplewave.ai/start to get started right now. So, Gamestop has been teasing that move into the NFT market since a long time now, and it actually surprised me quite a lot. Their community is huge on gaming, as you can expect from a video game retailer. And well, you know what? The gamer, they are not taking the NFT hype very well. I mean, at least for the loud ones. And there is some really funny comment on Reddit actually that we're going to check at the end of this video. So first, the backstory. If you don't know GameStop, but I'm pretty sure you heard this name. So GameStop is actually a very famous video game retailer. And so famous that I actually didn't know about them until a year ago. Because I don't believe that they have existed in France. When I was going to buy my video game before Steam happened, I was actually going to a shop called Micromania, and they were everywhere in France. Everywhere. The thing that I've actually discovered that Micromania was actually bought by GameStop in 2008, so some time ago. So GameStop is this video game retailer company, and as you can accept, they were just slowly dying since at least a decade now. And about a year ago, well, they came back to life. I mean, that was really an incredible event. They came back to life in an epic battle, in a fight between small people and heavy hedge fund. I mean, you've got the basic story for a movie almost. So what happened is that you got the Reddit user that noticed how the evil hedge funds actually made everything for GameStop to disappear. So what they did is that they actually bought their stock. They pumped it quite a lot. Okay, and they were not only small holders, there were a couple of whales also that actually helped them. Because I mean, you can imagine battling with a hedge fund, you really need to have deep pockets. And that fight was already very funny to see, very interesting to watch. But then what happened was actually even more incredible. What happened is that the Robinhood application actually blocked the transaction. So it's a trading application, and they actually blocked the people that were trying to buy the stock from GameStop. And it was a huge drama. It was really incredible to see this kind of stuff happen. And the most incredible part is that the people won. The big hedge fund actually lost this battle. And it was hilarious because they just went to cry to Uncle Sam for help. And they went to cry for something that they have been doing for decades. I mean, it was just crazy to see. I don't know how these people can even look themselves in the mirror. And well, that happened like a year ago, and the company managed to stay alive for that long. So what surprised me in the fact that GameStop actually moved on the NFT market is that gamers hate NFTs, at least the loud one. I'm not sure about the whole gamer community, but you can see like just so many people talking shit about NFT, and I can understand them. I mean, there are so many good games that have been ruined by investors that just wanted more money and that just put microtransaction everywhere, or they just took the stupid decision. Just ask Blizzard. I mean, all of the last games are just awful, and it's such a shame for such a brilliant company. But anyway, so I think it's Ubisoft that did try to do some NFT video game AAA, and I mean, it didn't go well. The feedback from the user were actually quite awful, and honestly, I can't blame them. I mean, what happened in the gaming community, what happened in the gaming companies in the past years are just crazy, and no one really managed to use NFTs the way they should be, as an extension of a game to make it more gamer-centric, to make gamer really feel that they have properties instead of just money machine. That's why that move from GameStop is actually incredibly surprising, and they actually took a huge bet because the community that said them is not the one that is the most receptive to NFTs. Not at all. But they still did it. And I mean, my guess is that they just didn't have a choice. They didn't have a choice. They needed to find new ways to be trending. They needed to find new ways of income, as their previous business model is just that they managed to keep maybe a few more years of cash flow, but that's not going to be enough. So I see that NFT move as an Ave Maria. It's that prayer just to manage to stay alive and maybe even to grow again. So if we take a look at what happens exactly, like the numbers are quite interesting. Alright, so what happened is that they made about almost $2 million in volume in the first day of launching that NFT marketplace, and $45,000 in transaction fee, which is low for the size of this company for sure, and especially because they were using that launch effect, like the day of the launch when they teased it quite well, so they managed to get this huge spike. I'm not sure how it's going to go in the future, but what is interesting is not to compare that to OpenSea, because OpenSea, this is a marketplace that is done really for trading. People on OpenSea are there to make money. The community behind GameStop might want to make some money, but they are gamers mostly. So the fact that they make actually this amount of money is interesting and might open the door for a totally new market. The people that will manage to get the gamer on board with the NFTs are definitely going to make it a commodity, because all the gamer will be having their wallet and will use their NFT in all of the games. Well, that's going to be pretty good. So yeah, as I told you, we can't really compare to OpenSea. I don't think it's a good thing to do. What we need to wait is to see how it's going to behave in the next month or 3 months, and if they will be able to manage this kind of income. If they manage to get quite a huge volume of transaction like that for the next year, for the next month, but at least give some time to make the NFT more mainstream, well, that's going to be a good thing. And yeah, just a reminder that people buy Reddit golden hour, so NFTs are here to stay. Well, yeah, I mean, people just love to buy stuff, and now the virtual objects have become the new reality. I mean, you show off your skin on Fortnite more than a new t-shirt now, so it's definitely here to stay. The question is which market will be the first one to really go on that. Well, one good thing also with GameStop is that apparently Pokemon is coming to them, which is going to be huge. Pokemon didn't really manage to grow after the Pokemon Go hype, but if they do things well, I could totally see a world where Pokemon rule the NFT and a beginning of a metaverse with AR basically. I'm not sure if they will be able to do it because the hype that they got from Pokemon Go is totally faded now. I mean, who plays that except old people or seniors? Sorry. But yeah, there is definitely a world where Pokemon could actually mix the NFTs and the AR capabilities that they did with Pokemon Go to do something incredible. Okay, I think that comment from 11 years old makes sense. A lot of things people pay for in game could legitimately be replaced by NFTs for the better. For sure, they can. I mean, instead of just buying one skin on Fortnite, make it an NFT. And I mean, the number of people that spend hundreds of dollars, maybe even more on all of those kind of skin are just fucking crazy. And like he says, people think that games aren't an investment, but they are. And I mean, now every gamer, before trying a new game, they are thinking alright, is this game going to last? I mean, I don't want to take a big amount of my time to play something that will be gone in a couple of months. And that's the main issue that there was with MMORPG, is that which MMORPG, for example, to choose, because which one will be there for a long time, which one will manage to pull out a community, or any other kind of game. I mean, if you play to a battle royale, you want to make sure that you will still have people there to play with you. So the way that people see games is already as investment. They see them as investment of a time. Now what we're going to see, and they already invested a lot of money. So now if things are done well, and when I say well, I mean not by these crazy investors in Blizzard or all of those companies that have gone a little bit to work. If this is done well, the gamers will actually have a huge advantage having their own NFTs instead of just having a skin that can disappear, that is not verified. I mean, at least they get that token. And there is definitely a world where this token will be able to be used across platform. I mean, just take a look at Epic and the way they are developing right now in multiple games and doing all of this interaction. Like now that they bought Rocket League, for example, which is, okay, so Epic Games, they have Fortnite, which is their main blockbuster, their main famous game. But like what they did now is that they are integrating Rocket League, which is this fun game of, well, I'm going to just say cars that try to shoot a ball. And now that they also own Fall Guys with that new season, and we can see that they are trying to create something that is more crossover between all of their games. So the NFTs might actually be a way to make that technical part much easier. But if EA decides to shut down the game, what value does the NFT have? Well, it might have value actually as a collector. I mean, there is just so many things in this world. I can't believe, like, okay, that's something that I'm having real problem to deal with, but it's there, and there is a lot of people that are just collector people. They just love to collect stuff that don't exist anymore. I mean, just look at all the old school gamer that there is that just collect like 20 years old video game, and maybe even more than that. And 20 is just 2000, so yeah, definitely more than that. People love to collect stuff. And it might be even the good thing with collecting NFTs is that you will actually be able to show off them really easily. So actually, if EA Games decide to shut down the game, the NFT that you bought there might actually increase in value and not lose it. And I mean, EA Games will definitely make some royalties on that. So, I mean, yeah. They will think of a similar of this system. So they will find a way to try to keep the hype even if a game shut down. Well, I like this comment from ARX4. The thing with NFTs is that we see them as investment because some people paid millions for some stupid JPEG that have no utility. And that's fine. I mean, that's fine. There is like so much stuff that is being sold with modern art every day. I mean, that's fine. The thing is that we can see first NFTs are utilities as a way to be able to just have everything in one place. For example, let's say you buy a skin on Fortnite that is actually an NFT. It's going to be in your wallet. And you do the same with a skin in the last Battlefield, or a new weapon, or whatever it might be. Everything will be linked to one wallet. And my bet is that the wallet will become the new social media, the new profile. I mean, the way we were so proud of showing off like our Facebook profile or IG profile, you know, like when you've got all of those pictures that look good together, it's going to be the same with NFTs. People will just display their collection of NFT on the future social media. So it's not necessarily going to be an investment, but it's going to be a proof of who I am. The same way some people just want to show off Louis Vuitton or some luxury bags or clothes like that. Well, some people will definitely want to show off their NFTs. And at the end of the day, I'm telling you, if a game is being closed, it's the same way we see now some really vintage game that actually be sold like for crazy amount of money. We will see the same thing happening with NFTs. That's for sure. Right, and that's when the NFT and okay, that's another issue. The issue here is not NFTs, it's the way games use microtransaction to boost the level. What's interesting is game, like League of Legends or Fortnite or all of these games where you don't pay to boost your character. You pay for design, which is fine, but it doesn't give you any advantage in real life, in real game, I mean. And the issue here is that it's a company policy that has nothing to do with NFTs. And definitely, if Blizzard continue with their leadership, with the current leadership, they will go on the NFT and they will do some stupid shit with that. and just try to milk their game, their players as much as they can. But the people, the company that will get NFT right in the gaming area will definitely improve the overall experience. And if we start with Gamestop, because if Gamestop makes the gamer community more aware of that and more appreciated of NFTs, we might actually see some really interesting that happen. I mean, come on, Legitimate Plum says, I wish it was FIFA or something. I'm 20,000 deep in Lost Mobile lol. Well, Lost Mobile is not real game, come on. It's like when you ask someone if that person plays game and that person tell you like mobile game, this is not a real game, but it's fine and we love you. Oh yeah, definitely. I mean, we don't get why people buy Reddit Gold, so there is some people that are collectioners, sorry. They just love to collect stuff. And I mean, in many ways, when you play game, for example, like Falame, and those games are just work. And all you do in that game is actually collect virtual stuff that have absolutely no utility and that you lose after you log out of this game and that you can't actually show to anyone or even to yourself. Imagine tomorrow if all of those games actually make the weapons, the armors and everything as NFTs and everything is being stored on your wallet and you can just go on that wallet and see everything that happened so far. You can do it a little bit with your Steam profile, but it's not the same thing. I mean, I remember as a teenager I was playing Guild Wars a lot and it's such a shame to just not have an easy way to just see back the armors and stuff like that you got at the time. Well, NFT could actually fix that problem. Yeah, that's definitely totally agree with you, Crazy Till. It hurts. NFTs don't have to be ape image. Let's remember what an NFT is. An NFT is nothing more than an entry in a database. That's pretty much it. It's an entry on a blockchain that says this wallet owns this code, nothing more. And in that code, you can have anything you want. So you can have an ape JPEG, or you can have like the metadata of a Pokemon. Yeah, and of course Reddit also sells their NFTs now. And I mean, they made some very clever move on that. I will do a video about it later. And I mean, this is conversation as all last time between like, I pay for Reddit Premium because I want to use it all the time, and the other one just say use ad blocker. Yeah, okay, you can always use ad blocker, but come on, when you use a service, you need to know that there's people working on it. There's servers that have to be paid, and just show some little bit of appreciation. It's fine that people use ad blocker also, but that's definitely, thank you for that message, Love Nutty. Like, watch the NFT space go on an acid trip with all the Bored Ape. 2 million GIF has been awful. And I mean, that's true. Now with a layer 2, we'll be able to see like the real use of NFTs and this real ownership. Because let's not forget about that, is that NFTs actually provide you to have an ownership over a virtual object, whatever it is. It can be just so much more than just Bored Apes or CryptoPunks. NFTs are medium. Who gives a shit how people use them or spend their money on them? Yeah, that's true. Alright, thank you for your time. It was the daily discussion. I'll see you tomorrow for the next episode. Bye.